My name is George. I'm the founder of Email Chaser, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a campaign. Once you're inside your account, you want to go to the campaigns page, and you can click the Create Campaign button. First, you can name your campaign. So I'm going to call this Test, but name it whatever is relevant to who you're reaching out to. You click Next, and this is the page where you're able to select your email accounts. In this example account I have, there's only 3 sender email accounts connected, but you can connect as many email accounts as you want. So maybe you have 100 different email accounts. You can simply select all. It'll select them all. It allows you to move quickly. After you click Next, you get to the Import Leads page. On this page, you have 2 options. You can either upload your leads as a CSV file, or you can connect a Google spreadsheet to your campaign so that every single time you add a lead to your Google spreadsheet, that lead will automatically be added to the campaign. In this example, I'm just going to do the CSV file option because it's easier, but the Google spreadsheet option is very popular with our users. And if you don't know how to get started here, we have this template. So if you click Start with our template, it'll download that for you. And then when I click Upload CSV file, I can select that CSV file and open it up. And in case you've never sent a cold email campaign before, what you want to do is have a CSV file which contains all of your leads. So each row in the CSV file is a different lead. And you'll notice that each lead has a different email address. And it contains the information about each lead. So for example, each lead, it says their first name. And the reason why that's important is because later on, when you're writing your email, you can add a first name custom variable so that automatically, when you're sending those emails, it will insert the first name of every lead without you having to do it manually, so that every email looks personalized. And that's really going to help with your reply rate. This is the section where you can map your custom your columns to your custom variables. And once everything looks good, you click Next, and you'll get to the Create Your Sequence page. This is where you write your email. Now, I don't want to take up too much time here, but to show you a high-level view of how this works, you can write the subject line. This is a subject line, and then this is the body. This is the body of your email. And the nice thing about Email Chaser is that you can add follow-up emails to your sequence. So if you click the Add Follow-up button, you'll notice that it adds a second box. And you can control the number of days that occur between the follow-ups. So if you want it to be delayed, for example, by 1 day, you can select that. Additionally, you can control the follow-up settings, and you have other options like the ability to send your email as plain text or HTML, depending on what you want to do. I usually do plain text for deliverability reasons, but there are reasons to also do HTML sometimes. You can also control if the follow-up emails are in the same thread as the previous email, or if you want to send that follow-up email in a separate email, that's also possible. And I'll click to add one more follow-up here. And you can also add a signature. So if you click Add Signature, you can then write your signature here. You'll notice that by default, it has the signature custom variable added. And the reason why it does that is because you have the ability to add a different signature for each of your sender email accounts on the email accounts page. So if you add this signature custom variable, then it will automatically insert the correct signature for each email account, because you might have multiple different sender email accounts connected to this campaign. And when everything is looking good, you can then click Next, and it takes you to the settings page. And on the settings section, you're able to control the sending days, the sending hours, the time zone, and other settings related to who you're emailing. So for example, if you want to activate the verification toggle, which will then verify all of your leads in your campaign and skip any leads that are not valid, you can do that. And I recommend that you do that because we use double verification, meaning that your bounce rate will be less than 1%. So highly recommend that you activate this feature. And as you can see, we have other options here too. But the point is that we give you full control over your campaign. So any kind of setting that you want, we have it here. And for anyone who's never launched a cold email campaign before, in case you're wondering why do we give you the ability to control the days of the week or the time zone or the hours in the day, the reason is that when you launch a campaign, we don't just blast out all the emails immediately, because if we did that, then your emails would probably go to spam. So we spread out the sending over a certain period of time so that it looks natural and that you're more likely to land in the primary inbox. But because we're spreading out the sending volume, you want to be able to control when those emails are actually being sent. So for example, if your leads are in the US, then you would probably select the time zone in the US. And most people will typically send Monday through Saturday or Monday through Friday because people are less likely to reply on Sundays. And in terms of hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. is pretty typical, but there are situations where you want to vary that. And I'll click next one more time and I get to this final review page. So this is the page where you can review your campaign, make sure everything looks great before you launch. And once you're happy with everything, you click launch campaign and it will then take you to the launched campaign page. And from here, you're able to see leads, sequence, schedule, and analytics. You're able to edit any of those settings. So if later on you decide that something needs to be changed, you can quickly edit that. And that's pretty much it. This is our campaigns feature. It's really easy to use. Even if you're a complete beginner, you just click next and you just keep following the steps. You'll eventually be able to launch your campaign. And once you start receiving replies, you're going to get notifications up here in the top. And we also have features such as on the integrations page where you can receive email notifications and also Slack notifications when you receive replies. So once those replies start to pour in, you'll be notified and you can then reply to those leads from the sales CRM page inside your email chaser account. Thanks for watching.